Zenith Bank, Brain Hill International School, Villac International School, just to mention a few. Let us maintain the value of your property. Facility Pro, maintaining the value of your property.
Another morning, another day filled with possibilities. My old car reflects my journey, and today could be the day I take a big step forward. Anything is possible. Just think about it.
My shelves are ready to be filled, and soon the flat rate will open up exciting new opportunities. I can already envision a vibrant shop bustling with customers, all eager to discover what I have to offer.
I feel optimistic about import costs. Why? Because with DMB flat duty rates, my expenses will be more manageable. I can see my business thriving.
Every moment spent with my son brings back wonderful memories.
I tell you, my son, with my digital skills, now one can create games in a website.
A sure of both #1 on the ballot.
This is the Election Bureau. Hello and welcome to the Channel One Newsroom from our studios at number 5 Owula Hansen Lane at Tesano. I'm Frema Adunyame. Coming up, President Akufo-Addo highlights NPP's achievements in road infrastructure while claiming the NPP has outperformed other governments in road construction.
The Flower Pot interchange exemplifies my government's vision of a modern, interconnected and prosperous Ghana. This project will significantly relieve the congestion that has long plagued this area.
NPP flag bearer Dr. Bawumia criticizes John Mahama's leadership and urges voters to choose NPP.
Media mesamba habio abebu akonta enyasa ono de omba habio mo.
NDC flag bearer John Mahama pledges to elevate New Drabane South to metropolitan status if elected.
Say nyamia adoma say ba kofori a wo hwe senya etre na wo hwe senya nipa ewo no adru say ye be pija kofori from municipal status to metropolitan status.
Klottey Korle constituency braces for intense parliamentary showdown as the NDC and NPP face off in traditionally competitive race.
Frankly speaking, I haven't seen much that she have been doing, but sometimes you hear people saying she have done this, but it doesn't reflect on the ground.
Also coming up, Ghana Police Service partners EC to set up standard collation centers to ensure transparent and peaceful elections.
It is during collation that some of the critical issues of insecurity do happen. And for that matter, we are currently working with the EC to come out with a standard collation centers in a way that security will be paramount.
And in CNR business. International Tribunal orders GC Net to pay Ghana over $2 million in legal costs following dismissal of GC Net's claims. Now we start off from the seat of government, where President Akufo-Addo has reiterated that his administration has constructed more roads and interchanges in the country than any other government. He says the construction of the Flowerport Interchange, Obitchebi Interchange, Pokwasi Interchange, among others, is a true testament that NPP government has performed better than any other government in the road sector. Channel One News' Philip Ni Latte reports.
President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on Tuesday, November 19, commissioned the Flowerport Interchange in Accra. This significant infrastructure project aims to ease traffic congestion on the north and south corridors of the Tema motorway, enhancing connectivity and travel times for commuters. The Flowerport Interchange features an 802-meter dual carriage viaduct with asphaltic concrete surfacing, 140-meter ramp from Shiashi onto the viaduct towards Airport Hills, and an 80-meter ramp connecting the viaduct to motorway towards Tema. The project also includes a new road through the old tunnel at East Legon, pedestrian walkways, a road furniture such as street lights and traffic signals. President Akufo-Addo at the ceremony to commission the Flowerport Interchange noted that his administration has performed well in the road sector. He also urged all stakeholders and Ghanaians to safeguard the newly commissioned Flowerport Interchange and ensure it serves its intended purpose.
Before today, the Flowerport roundabout faced overwhelming traffic, often burdened with up to some 5,000 vehicles per hour during peak times. Today we turn a page and offer a solution designed not only to resolve today's challenges, but also to anticipate tomorrow's demands. It will ease travel times, enhance the free flow of goods and services, and encourage economic vitality within the region. But let us remember, this project is one among many. From the northern savannas to the southern coastlines, and from east to west, we're building a new Ghana, one where roads, bridges, schools, and hospitals rise as symbols of a nation that works for everyone. It is fitting then to acknowledge that this administration has constructed more roads and interchanges than any other in our nation's history.
The Minister of Roads and Highways, Francis Asensu-Boakye, says he has directed the Bridge Maintenance Division of the National Roads Authority to establish a comprehensive maintenance system for all urban bridges, including the newly commissioned Flowerport Interchange.
I have tasked the Bridge Maintenance Section of the National Roads Authority to institute a robust maintenance system for all urban bridges. This includes conducting regular inspection, structural repairs, and replacing any damaged components on time.
The Greater Accra Regional Minister, Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover, urged residents and municipal authorities to ensure the proper maintenance of the newly inaugurated Flowerport Interchange to preserve its functionality and aesthetics.
I would like to urge the municipal assemblies, particularly Lejokugu and Ayawaso West Wogon, under whose jurisdiction this interchange falls, to ensure that this area is kept clean. Additionally, I don't want to see kiosks, and the chief executive should listen to me. We don't want to see kiosk containers littered all over there. It will destroy the beauty of this edifice that we all witness and commission today. Around this area, so that we can open up this area to make sure that will get the benefit. Let us work together to maintain the order and preserve the vital infrastructure.
Now that this project has been commissioned by President Akufo-Addo, motorists coming from Cantonment, Mahama Runabout, Bema Camp, Teshi and adjoining areas to Tema or East Legon will use this interchange. Motorists en route Tema will take right onto the Tema motorway, and motorists en route East Legon will go straight to East Legon. This is expected to ease the congestion beneath this flyover, and motorists will heave a sigh of relief. Reporting for Channel One News, my name is Philip Ni Latte.
Let's now turn our attention to some election-related stories. NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has stated that John Mahama's failure to govern effectively during his 8-year tenure is a valid reason to vote against him. Dr. Bawumia argues that a one-term presidency under Mahama would lack accountability to the Ghanaian people. Wrapping up his 15-day tour of the Ashanti region, Dr. Bawumia called on voters to place their trust in the NPP. Channel One News' Hans Najiman has more in this report.
NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has wrapped up a 15-day tour of the Ashanti region with visits to the Ahafo-Ano Southwest, Ahafo-Ano North and Ahafo-Ano Southeast constituencies. While these constituencies have historically been NPP strongholds, their margins of victory are narrower compared to other constituencies in the region. Dr. Bawumia is determined to consolidate and expand his support base in the 2024 elections. Tuesday's visits mark 44 constituencies covered so far in the Ashanti region, with plans to return by the end of November to complete the remaining 3 constituencies. During his engagements, Dr. Bawumia reiterated his call for voters to reject former President John Mahama, arguing that Mahama's tenure demonstrated an inability to deliver on promises. Dr. Bawumia emphasized that a one-term presidency for Mahama will lack accountability to Ghanaians, urging voters to place their trust in the NPP's leadership.
Ubia ehuse mene omampenyin dada Mahama eneye ko saa kansi indindindi o enye sa ye mienu no na eko ba ono de wabedi omampenyin pen o wabedi omampenyin pen enti yetuma no a obetime edi omampenyin afie 9 pe o na okọ motuma mi anyame adom metime edi omampenyin efie nwotwe enye sa erenti motuma mi a midie mesamba habio abebu akonta enye sa ono de omba habio mo motuma no bye bye no odi ko anu no mo hunu biom bye bye no oko midie minim se efie 9 do a mesamba enye sa baba Ahafo-Ano Southwest abebu akonta abekiremo kwan amaye.
The NPP flag bearer also highlighted policies targeted at revitalizing the mining sector and other key initiatives designed to boost Ghana's economic growth.
Bank bar for miners, Minerals Development Bank, a bank for miners, because muhia efidia mudibeye jumano. Bank no bema musikana mwato sa efidie no. Good mining equipment. Bank said a Greek Development Bank ama ikuafo no. Minerals Development Bank yedibeshishe ama small scale miners and miners in this country. Yayane sanoa ebebua mu ijumano. Me pese muye millionaires. I want you to be millionaires. Yebabuamu na yaye responsible mining. Yanko insuomu enkoye mining in the river bodies. will do it on land responsibly.
By completing his tour of the Ashanti region, the NPP flag bearer has visited all 16 regions. There are, however, some outstanding constituencies, and in the coming days, he will be undertaking strategic campaigns across the country. He's hoping that by touching base with constituents and with voters, they will give him the chance to implement his bold solutions. Reporting for Channel One News, Hansen Ajaman.
Flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, John Dramani Mahama, has pledged to elevate the new Dwabin South municipality into a metropolitan status if elected president. And according to him, the fast-developing urban area has what it takes to become a metropolitan. He made this promise at a minute rally at the Koforidua Lorry Station as part of his tour of the region.
Nancy, almost say assemblies be almost peja. Na ni atro oyekrata mu NDC manifesto se senyamia adoma se yeba Koforidua ahwehwe senia etre na ahwehwe senia nipa ewo mu no adru se yebe peja Koforidua from municipal status to metropolitan status it's na ma adwene se na se ya omo peja assemblies bi ombe peja Koforidua so. And so amanya no senyame adom na NDC ba ye be peja Koforidua to metropolitan status. If we say metropolitan status ebema yenya resources ni yetimi abeye Koforidua yie ni esesi akwan no ni bibia because abra ye wa ban mu ye asphalt ewo Koforidua akwa ni nyina so. And so na wo hwa ebie tutu ebia sei.
This is the Channel One Newsroom, still to come. Independent presidential candidate Nana Kwame Bediako blames poverty in Ghana on failed leadership. We'll be right back. Do stay.
Under the MPP, we have arrested the rapid depreciation of the city.
A nose-diving currency.
Why are you running?
Which has rather arrested the person who said he would arrest, he had arrested it.
I understand.
The dollar has rather arrested him. And so we're looking for him, we can't find him. I asked the IGP if he had the key so that we could find where Vice President was, and he said he doesn't have it.
I understand. I'm still amazed by the stuff that comes out of your mouth.
Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Hey, wait.
You can put it on his tab. This is my man. Good luck.
Bill Radio. We are star 712. It's much more phone. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at my ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Let's
choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
No, maybe straight to option 4. Now we try. You need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world. Piva drink at a burst of refreshment.
And orange, give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Who are you? Who are you? Charlie, I'll be you from the future. Who doesn't sleep on that slice of bread you call mattress anymore? Don't some slippers then follow me.
It is part of the mattress we did it from there.
Yeah?
That be the mattress where the dead for time.
Wait, what are you doing? Wow! No damage at all.
Not only durable, but also super comfortable. Come on, try it.
Nothing day like Ash Foam. Enjoy full body support and unparalleled comfort for a restful sleep.
Don't forget your keys.
Get the premium sleep experience with mattresses from Ash Foam. Visit any of our showrooms nationwide or at ashfoam.com.
In the heart of our communities, change is not just a dream, it's a promise.
I don't have to worry about rising costs and taxes. Dr. Bawumia's flat rate tax system is a breath of fresh air. It means I can keep more of what I earn and invest back into my business.
I've seen so many changes in my lifetime, but what matters most is to feel secured. Dr. Bawumia's initiative for the elderly is to make sure we are not forgotten. He's giving us the exact care that we deserve.
With digital skills training, I am no longer worried about the future. Dr. Bawumia empowers us to thrive in a digital world, making us ready for tomorrow's jobs.
Job opportunities are crucial for my generation. Dr. Bawumia is committed to creating job opportunities and entrepreneurship. With his vision, we can build our dreams.
Together, we can transform our nation. Dr. Bawumia's plan arranges policies. They are pathway for prosperity for every Ghanaian.
It's time for leadership that listens and acts. A vision for all of us, where every voice matters and every dream is possible. Vote Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Esoroho, vote number 1 on the ballot.
Get ready.
Every objection against you is hereby dismissed.
For Impact 2024 with the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Reverend Dr. Eastwood Anaba, Apostle Joshua Selman, Apostle Isi Igeneba, Bishop Dr. Bernard Ojiri Asari, and Reverend Dr. David Entry. November 24th to December 1st, 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily at Action Chapel International, Prayer Cathedral, Dominion Arena. For inquiries or pass information, call 059-230-0069.
This election season, Channel One TV is bringing you closer to every vote, every constituency, and every result. Our team will provide in-depth, data-driven analysis to show you what each vote means for our nation.
From the campaign trail to voting day and the final declaration of results, Channel One Television is covering it all. We'll be on the ground in all 276 constituencies, so every voice is heard and every community represented.
Our comprehensive election coverage brings you every key moment and every voice.
With updates from all stakeholders nationwide. This is election news you can trust, powered by the latest data and expert analysis.
Join us on Channel One TV for election coverage that keeps you informed and engaged.
We are here for every step of the journey.
Channel One TV, your election bureau. Hello again. The NPP running mate, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, has encouraged the youth to support the Bawumia Napo ticket for effective leadership. Not speaking to members of the UPSA branch of the Tertiary Students Confederacy, he touted the impact of the free SHS policy on education and national development. Charles Owusukumi has more.
With 18 days to the polls, NPP running mate Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh has intensified his campaign, engaging various interest groups. On Tuesday, Napo, as he is affectionately called, engaged members of the UPSA branch of the NPP's Tertiary Students Confederacy. He urged the students to trust the NPP to deliver youth-centered policies if the party wins the upcoming elections.
If you can't wish somebody to be your father, don't vote for that person. Simple. If you don't wish for prosperity for yourself in future, take your vote for joke. If you have gone through UPSA, whether you like it or not, you finish within the next 3 years. So you don't care about tomorrow. Joke with your vote. Because it was not always like this. You look at all the presidential candidates and say, who can be with me for this future journey? Because it's simple. When we wake up Monday, 9th December, by this time, 9th December, the Electoral Commission will be declaring a president as the president-elect. He is the one that is going to lead you into the future.
At the same event, former NDC flag-bearer aspirant Stephen Atubiga, who now has joined the NPP campaign, explained the rationale behind his support for the Bawumia Napo ticket.
If you see some of us supporting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, supporting Napo, showing our face, it means there is more better Ghana ahead.
Earlier in the day, the University of Professional Studies honored the NPP running mate by naming a hostel after him.
The NPP running mate, in his engagement with students of the University of Professional Studies here in Accra, has been touting the achievements of the NPP in the education sector, especially the impacts of the free senior high school policy implemented during his time as education minister. Napo has urged the students to trust in the leadership of Dr. Bawumia to move the country forward. For Channel One News, my name is Charles Owusukumi.
Meanwhile, independent presidential candidate Nana Kwame Bediako has voiced deep concerns over Ghana's persistent poverty, attributing it to the poor leadership exhibited by successive governments. While touring the central region, he called for a decisive end to the dominance of the NDC and NPP, emphasizing the urgency of introducing fresh leadership to foster national development. Channel One News' Kennedy Chumesi has more in the following reports.
Independent presidential candidate Nana Kwame Bediako, leader of the New Force movement, has embarked on a 276 constituency tour across the country to engage directly with voters. Currently in the central region, he visited key towns such as Mankasim, Anomabo, and Cape Coast. The central region, historically known as a swing region, is emerging as a crucial battleground for the 2024 elections. During his interactions with residents, Nana Kwame Bediako urged voters to reject vote-buying tactics and focus on electing leaders committed to transformative change. In Apam, where he attended secondary school, Nana Bediako expressed disappointment over the town's stagnant development. He highlighted persistent challenges such as poverty, unemployment, and inadequate infrastructure, attributing them to the failed leadership of successive governments.
I said I'm a school. 30 years in the BNC were happy. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Makoko baby baby. In here Ghana, but apam no. I can feel it. I can feel poverty is too much here. Michelle 2024, I am Pataya. A dear Benny, if you want Baha, it's a say, about 4 years, send the future, a be okay. A dear Ben, I buy a year or ha. The Betty Maka say, oh, yeah, a dear boy, a palm half war.
the University of Cape Coast, Nana Bediako received an enthusiastic reception from students who were inspired by his call to challenge the dominance of the NDC and NPP. In his address, he stressed the urgency of achieving economic freedom and empowering the youth to shape Ghana's future.
If I am in my 60s and I tell you that I'm going to build your roads for you, I'm going to build your universities for you, no, the energy is not there. If we don't take this country upon ourselves and we don't take power and we don't use our voice to control the governance, then we will be slaves for people. So that's what the new force is about.
The National Democratic Congress, NDC, has urged the Inspector General of Police to launch an investigation into an alleged plan by Brigadier General Michael Opoku, General Officer of the Central Command of the Ghana Armed Forces, to manipulate the upcoming December 7 elections in the Ashanti region. Now, according to the NDC, the alleged scheme is being executed under the directives of the government. The party further claims that Brigadier General Opoku is training individuals in the region to interfere with the electoral process, starting with a special voting exercise scheduled for December 2. Now, addressing a press briefing, the NDC's National Communications Officer, Sami Jemfi, called on the police to take swift action to investigate these claims to ensure peace and prevent potential violence on Election Day.
In his current position, Brigadier General Opoku has been mandated by President Akufo-Addo to take charge of a well-crafted scheme that has been designed by the NPP to rig the upcoming elections, particularly in the Ashanti region, through ballot stuffing, swapping of ballot boxes, swapping of pink sheets, and other clandestine activities, starting with a special voting exercise scheduled for December 2nd of this year. Per our credible intel, Brigadier General Opoku's residence in Kumasi is currently the storage facility of weapons, illegally printed ballot papers, military apparels, and other election materials, which the NPP intends to use to execute this dastardly and subversive agenda.
You're still watching the Channel One Newsroom. We take a breather here. When we return, Ghana Police Service partners EC to set up standard collation centers to ensure transparent and peaceful elections. We have the details coming up shortly. Don't go away.
This election season, Channel One TV is bringing you closer to every vote, every constituency, and every result. Our team will provide in-depth data-driven analysis to show you what each vote means for our nation.
From the campaign trail to voting day and the final declaration of results, Channel One Television is covering it all. We'll be on the ground in all 276 constituencies, so every voice is heard and every community represented.
Our comprehensive election coverage brings you every key moment and every voice.
With updates from all stakeholders nationwide, this is election news you can trust, powered by the latest data and expert analysis.
Join us on Channel One TV for election coverage that keeps you informed and engaged.
We're here for every step of the journey.
Channel One TV, your election bureau.
Dr. Bawumia once said,
"The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs." This is the economy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
The unemployment rate, which stood at just 8% in 2016, has hit an all-time high of 15%. The latest 2024 Afrobarometer indicates that unemployment is the biggest problem facing the nation. You trust this liar at your own peril. Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
Hi, my name is Ochiame Kwame. I live at the plush Leisure Den Symphonic, a real estate property developed by Waymead Properties, the very developers of Vista Del Mare and the beautiful Alphabet City. So come with me to site. Let me introduce you to your new home, a gated community with 24-hour security in the heart of Sakomono. Behind me is going to be Willow Lane, where elegance will meet tranquility. You are going to be greeted with a 4-bedroom ensuite home with an elevator, swimming pool, children's playground, constant electricity, and many more. But wait, it gets even more interesting for early birds like you. You get a whopping $50,000 discount. Yes, I said $50,000 if you purchase between now and the end of this month. So call us now or visit us. Willow Lane, where elegance meets tranquility.
Tell me, is this thing on now? I've been working long like a marathon now. Tying up words, making them a ball now. Tell me, we feeling me alone now. I got a message, we didn't put it in our song now. I'll see you later, all the haters got it wrong now. We're touching the lightning, we're coming alive, yeah. We're feeling inside, yeah. We got the power.
Tank 300, where power meets elegance. Call us on 0501 772222 or 0501 773333.
John, mema wakwaba.
Yeah, sir.
Alaji, mema wakwaba.
Yeah.
John, I had a bro, one on.
I really am a gun and Tina Menamo, and then break a crane Mijano. Tono Tina Masaba.
Alaji, I had a bro.
Yo, Medasi. Mwamonim, tamana amawa which Mumiana na meboa na kakra. Na se say de my crowd say me pese me be ware no. Na me ko siesie no. Na me man san gina ne na so biom. No ye kra behwe.
Yo, abusuafo, yes empa. Yo, amagana. Wasumo.
Mentumi ensan echi. Sho bread baby a wo de me famwe. Amane hu. Baby. Mentumi biom. Forward ever, backwards never.
John, wo okwan a wo de me bai fa so ahokyere ekom dum so hwa me nana no mi ya free SHS ya ba ya kom anya school anko ena hwe ya o ma ye fe
ase wo ma sesan be shawbo sa ahomache 2 o'clock kokura meko band na makwa ko yiska e de abra magana na maboni dwetire ama na starting kokon ketenkete
Akunta, you are still incompetent.
2% side mami abrabo eto chacha to say aviator. There be emaso.
Alhaji has also promised us jobs through digitalization. Ejumambe bususe.
Alhaji there, metenenso a ne masore. Emiri bia mekania besano. Otimi to kanea light e woni phone so.
Emma me be a one bia. Yo amagana. Enya me me ware amount. Alaji ni Jones ni wa choose.
No ababa say. Eye Alaji number 1.
Alaji number one.
Esoro.
Thanks for staying. The Ghana Police Service has announced its collaboration with the Electoral Commission (EC) to establish standard collation centers at all polling stations for the upcoming elections. This was disclosed during a recent engagement with the Civic Forum Initiative at the police headquarters in Accra. Channel One News' Samuel Akom reports.
As the December elections approach, key stakeholders and security agencies are intensifying efforts to ensure a free, fair and transparent electoral process. In this context, the Ghana Police Service met with the Civic Forum Initiative, a group of civic and electoral organizations, including IDEC, to discuss critical election-related matters. During the meeting, Inspector General of Police Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare reassured the public that the police are committed to ensuring peaceful elections. He noted that election-related violence often peaks during the collation period and efforts are being made to address this concern. Dr. Dampare revealed that the police are in talks with the Electoral Commission to implement a standardized collation system across all polling stations to guarantee a smooth and peaceful results process on December 7.
With all the analysis that we've done, you've seen that it is during collation that some of the critical issues of insecurity do happen. And for that matter, we are currently working with the EC to come out with a standard collation centers in a way that security will be paramount, such that at the end of the day, these difficulties that we have where you go to collation center and it's free for all, where you go to collation center and so disorganized and everybody wants the attention of the other and we don't know whom to attend to, will stop.
Dr. Ekufu-Dampare further emphasized the police's zero-tolerance policy for violence, asserting that anyone engaging in activities that threaten peace will be held accountable under the law. He added these measures are essential for maintaining public trust and ensuring a credible election outcome.
We will engage when we have to engage. We will de-escalate when we want to de-escalate, and that is the best option. But we will enforce the law to the letter when we have to do that, because if that becomes the only option.
Reverend Father Michael Kweku, Director of Governance, Justice and Peace at the Ghana Bishops Catholic Conference, representing the Civic Forum Initiative, expressed satisfaction with the police's briefing and offered the initiative's support for a peaceful electoral process.
Very, very reassured by what we have heard today. The police is prepared and willing to deliver their bit in security terms towards the peace and then the success of our impending election.
The Ghana Police Service is urging the general public to go about their usual duties on election day devoid of any fear of attacks because they have put adequate measures in place to ensure a free, fair and transparent elections. But ultimately, it lies in the bosom of Ghanaians to contribute towards this peaceful agenda. Remember, the hashtag is GhanaPolls2024. My name is Samuel Akom, reporting for Channel One News.
Klottey Korle constituency, located in the Greater Accra region, is traditionally an NDC stronghold, with the NPP only securing victory twice since 1996. Now, this year, however, the constituency is gearing up for a major parliamentary showdown, given the choice of candidates by the two main political parties. Channel One News' Jeffrey Fifi Annan reports on the dynamics shaping this race, the candidates' preparations, and the key factors influencing voter preferences.
The Klottey Korle constituency is traditionally an NDC stronghold. Now, from 1996 to 2020, the NPP has won these seats only twice, consecutively in 2000 and then 2004, with Ni Edu Dakumante. The current Member of Parliament, Dr. Zaneto Agyemang-Rawlings, first contested this seat in 2016, where her main opponent, Dr. Philip Addison of the NPP, lost to her. She pulled a total number of 50.04% out of the total 66,836 votes. Now, interestingly, her main opponent for this year's election, Valentino Ninoy Norte, contested as an independent candidate in that particular election after being defeated by Dr. Philip Addison of the MPP during the MPP's parliamentary primary rerun. Now, if you've forgotten about Dr. Philip Addison, he was the lead counsel for the NPP in 2012 when they contested the election results at the Supreme Court. She retained her seat in 2020, this time against the NPP's Prince Appiah Deborah, where she polled a total of 39,343 votes out of the total votes, beating Prince Appiah Deborah with over 800 votes. Now seeking her third term, she's up against Valentino Ninoy Norte of the NPP, who contested her in the 2016 elections as an independent candidate. Well, constituents of the Klottey Korle constituency retained Dr. Zaneto Agyemang-Rawlings, or would they vote for Valentino Ninoy Norte, who is now contesting on the ticket of the MPP for this year's election?
Located in central Accra, Klottey Korle has undergone changes over the years. Prior to the 2004 redemarcation, it was part of the Osu-Klottey constituency. The constituency comprises 7 electoral areas: Adabraka Official Town, Asalam Down, Kinkangwe, Odona, Ringway Estates, North Ridge, and Osualata. Notable neighborhoods include Adabraka, Asalam Down, and Ringway Estates. The incumbent, Dr. Zaneto Agyemang-Rawlings, is seeking a third term, while Valentino Ninoy Norte of the NPP aims to unseat her. The question remains, how do residents rate Dr. Agyemang-Rawlings' tenure, and what factors might lead some to support Ninoy Norte instead?
This is Asalam Down, one of the neighborhoods within the Klottey Korle constituency. Now, in this area, the MPP's parliamentary candidate for the constituency is quite popular because his office is situated here. We are here to find out how residents are gearing up towards the election. Are they going to retain the incumbent, Dr. Zaneto Agyemang-Rawlings, or would they vote for Ninoy Norte?
Baako ye gati ye wo ye chiri nsuo to a ehayen wabetwa wabde bia obetwa flade pe no aba no wabetwa nsuo hu wie bia ye de ma onabo ni no baako pe on ba so ni mpo no adwuma wa yama ye no ye ni so.
Frankly speaking, I haven't seen much that she have been doing, but sometimes you hear people saying she have done this, but it doesn't reflect on the grounds. I'll be rooting for Mr. Valentino Ninoy Norte because I remember last year he came to UGCT campus and he fully paid 20 students their school fees. So
this is Osualata, one of the neighborhood strongholds of Dr. Zaneto Agyemang-Rawlings, the incumbent Member of Parliament for the Klottey Korle constituency. Now, how do residents rate her tenure so far? Are they going to retain her, or will they vote against her for Ninoy Norte of the MPP? Let's find out.
MPP MPP slot Kembale Yakashino. It's not all the way because it's not all the Nibi Nefio. Ya Osu Beach or an AFA total filling station beach. AFA ni Ebafi ni Wulana Petrona Mekeawo.
O mismo minisi na to na ka miso ya community me to me mo si miso ne ba wa mi e ya community mo she ha me ni chumo je shika na ha na wa mo mi mismo zinato.
Efforts to get Valentino Ninoy's perspective on reclaiming the Klottey Korle seat for the NPP following the NPP's 2008 defeat by NDC's Ni Ama Ashite were unsuccessful. Ni Ama Ashite held the seat for 2 consecutive terms. Ninoy Norte's opponent, Dr. Zaneto Agyemang-Rawlings, has promised to deliver jobs and other benefits to constituents if re-elected.
Well, they've seen the work I've done, so I've actually showcased a lot of what I've done. But with regards to the extra message that I have, it's really letting people understand the importance of having a parliamentary seat with an incumbent government. And we know that with everything that we're seeing, the NDC is most likely going to win this election. And we want to remind people of the importance of having a parliamentary majority and how that plays a role in the implementation of policies that government has.
As the December 7 election draws near, Klottey Korle voters are carefully weighing the factors influencing their decisions. What are the top considerations for residents in the constituency?
What's for you there? Because be here, because be here. I'm very chumo. What a bomb on the corner to chumo how? I can show you anya chuan. Nya na dum nekene tasine. E ko in tune ni shekole in bi ba chunoko. Ona. E ko le wolweba. Na ya police immigration kan bi. E ya egbe. E ko sume ba gba asami. Ne ha mo ko e ko wa ke o na wo money tun le ya. Ke o wa kati. Go pe water wo.
Wa me ba ke bi ni be en she ko wa ke aba vote ko we. Na no ba na me. Na no ba nu ame ke yue mo nkomi o ke avote ami wini ma fe ne ke manye ka gbe na pe ameta ma trash ame bu wo ya contact
mi an ko se ncha ke ndwemu ke ya ninu e aga ninu e hu e fikolo kwa komi shi bia na efe kolebu card amanye ke ya kolebu free ni no ma hu ne ba send shika omni kwa atu na ga me ga mini tuo ngala ke hu komi ke banku lo ne ke o yo lo no ma mo ba mo ni no ma ne ke ba send shika ni ke won jatu e Run question ni NDC ite kukuru ma vote ma mama ke vote wa ni nwe e ko lembi ya gbe secondary school ni DSS e ko ke ngbela ni gan ka fo ni nwe yin ni nwe ba nye ke mbila ya e ko papa me ale ba nye ke lawo immigration fast service alo e ko so question NDC.
Can the NPP add to its two-term tally of winning the Klottey Korle constituency, this time with Valentino Ninoy Norte contesting on the ticket of the NPP? Our constituents retain the incumbent Member of Parliament, Dr. Zaneto Ajeman Rollins. Well, you'll find out after December 7. Reporting for Channel One News, my name is Jeffrey Fifi Anan.
This is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned for comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 elections. Follow us for real-time updates and join the conversation using hashtag GhanaPolls2024. Now, the Supreme Court has scheduled December 18 to deliver its judgment on the case challenging the constitutionality of the anti-LGBTQ+ bill filed by Richard Delasky. The case, which has been pending since May 2024, has drawn criticism from proponents of the bill, who accuse the Chief Justice of delaying its resolution. However, the Judicial Service clarified that the delay was due to the failure of parties involved to file the necessary processes to advance the case. The Speaker of Parliament and the Attorney General were subsequently granted leave to file their defences. During Tuesday's hearing, parties relied on the documents already filed. The court also allowed the applicant to amend portions of his statements of case, granting the defendants the right to respond. The judgment has been adjourned to December 18. You're still watching the Channel One Newsroom. Next is CNR Business with Nashika Caesar.
CNR Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Hello and welcome to CNR Business, proudly brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Nashika Caesar. An international arbitration tribunal in London has ordered the Ghana Community Network Services Limited, GCNet, to pay Ghana $2,185,983.21 in legal costs to Ghana. This comes after the tribunal, in a 202-page award dated 18 November 2024, dismissed claims of GCNet instituted against Ghana under Article 18 of the Arbitration of Rules of the United Nations Commission on on International Trade Law of 1976. This amount comprises fees for legal representation and expenses of Ghana's expert witness, together with interest on the aggregate amount of over 2 million as simple interest from 30 days following the date of the tribunal's award. GCNet was represented by an English law firm and 2 Ghanaian firms, Bayu & Co. and ENS Africa, while Ghana was represented by the Office of the Attorney General, led by the Attorney General Godfred Yeboadami. It did not have recourse to foreign counsel, saving the nation millions of US dollars in legal fees. Now, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has assured Ghanaians that the era of energy shortages, which have stifled growth and development in the past, is over. At the commissioning of the Bridge Power Project in Pong, the Greater Accra region, the President described the facility as a game changer that will significantly enhance Ghana's thermal power generation capacity. Emmanuel Opong has more.
The Ghana Bridge Power Project is a $1.2 billion, up to 515 megawatts combined cycle power generation project situated in Pong within Temes Heavy Industrial Zone. The facility is designed to deliver power to the Electricity Company of Ghana under a 25-year power purchase program supported by a put-call option agreement with the government of Ghana. Speaking at the event, President Akufo-Addo reaffirmed the government's commitment to fostering long-term strategic partnerships and investment aimed at boosting the energy sector.
As we stand together to inaugurate the Bridge Power Station, we send a clear message to every Ghanaian. Ghana will no longer be held back by the energy shortages of the past, and creating a future in which our energy supply supports our ambitions, not limits them.
The President also highlighted measures being taken to resolve financial challenges, including addressing outstanding obligations owed to independent power producers to ensure the sector's resilience.
These partners have been instrumental in enhancing our power capacity. My administration is committed to addressing social obligations impacting our ability to meet obligations to these valued partners. Together, we will build a sustainable, reliable energy future.
For his part, General Manager of Early Power Limited, Reggie France, operators of the Bridge Power Project, assure the public of the company's dedication to delivering reliable and efficient energy to support Ghana's industrial economic growth.
Early Power and its sponsors are committed to constructing additional 315 megawatts stage 2 of this project, the success of which depends on the creditworthiness of the power off-taker. As a partner to the government of Ghana in providing sustainable electricity, which we consider a macro-critical pillar for the development of the country, we plead with the government to eagerly honor its obligations to Early Power and other independent power producers in the country.
As Ghana faces increasing energy demand, driven by rapid population and industrialization, this project promises to complement the energy gap. For CNR Business, I am Emmanuel Opong.
Now, to address Ghana's mounting domestic and external debt levels, financial lawyer Jonathan Amable has called on the government to cease issuing treasury bills until the Supreme Court delivers its verdict on the legality of such issuances. He emphasized the importance of adhering to constitutional principles and legal precedents. I have more in the following report. Ghana's debt burden has risen sharply in recent years. As of June 2024, the country's total debt stock stood at approximately 761 billion cedis, up from the 608 billion cedis in 2023. External debt reached 470 billion cedis compared to the 351 billion cedis the previous year, while domestic debt climbed to 290 billion cedis from 257 billion cedis in 2023. Jonathan Amable, a private legal practitioner, has filed an injunction application at the Supreme Court to suspend the government's issuance of treasury bills. He argues that a government's failure to obtain parliamentary approval for these issuances, as required by Article 1813 and 4 of the 1992 Constitution, has contributed significantly to Ghana's soaring debt levels.
The government is very aware, first of all, of the consequences. The Supreme Court, in a long line of cases, going back to Bawumia, everybody should remember that Bawumia was not really a case of theft, but it was a case of the contract that he did being declared unconstitutional. The Supreme Court has been clear that nobody can derive a benefit from an unconstitutional contract. It will be void. By July this year, it was over 700 billion, and a large chunk of that has to do with T-bills that are being issued. We are trying to control the government's borrowing, because at the end of the day, when the government's debt is high, you and I pay through increased taxes, and that's how e-levy came about, that's how COVID came about, and we are going to pay through inflation.
Economist Professor Patrick Isumin, however, warns that the government may face challenges in securing alternative funding for development, given its current inability to borrow from the international capital markets.
If that action was successful, that would be very, very problematic for the government. I think that, as you are aware, in the current IMF program, there's a restriction on commercial borrowing. So the main financing gap that we have, because the bond market are still closed to issuance of new bonds, the main source of domestic financing has been the treasury bills. The government raised a lot of money from that. So if the legal action succeeds, preventing the government from issuing new T-bills, then there will be a problem.
The government is being called upon to, as a matter of urgency, halt all issuances of treasury bills until the Supreme Court comes out with a decision on the matter. Reporting for CNR Business, my name is Nashika Siza. And that's all for CNR Business, which was proudly sponsored by MTN and EcoBank. My name is Nashika Siza. Many thanks for your company.
CNR Business was brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Hey guys, so I got this app. It's called Ayoba. It's a chat app that helps me with beauty tips and cooking tips. A super app that feeds me music and the latest sports content. I even use it for my studies. And the good news is I don't need to use my data bundle because I'm on MTN. Chale, the app just did be.
Ayoba, the all-in-one app that lets you chat, call, read, play, pay, and listen. Use Ayoba at no data cost on MTN. Download Ayoba now.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees emergency. Mommy, chop money emergency. Emergency. Catch it. I'm your rent emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial star 770 hash for all your money emergencies and chop life.
Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and get easy and quick access to your money, loans, and other banking needs. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
And this is where we part company. But before we go, here is a look again at our top stories. President Akufo-Addo highlights NPP's achievements in road infrastructure while claiming the NPP has outperformed any other government in road construction. NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia criticizes John Mahama's leadership and urges voters to choose NPP. NDC flag bearer John Mahama pledges to elevate New Jabin South to metropolitan status if elected. Klottey Korle constituency braces for intense parliamentary showdown as the NDC and NPP face off in traditionally competitive race. Ghana Police Service partners EC to set up standard collation centers for transparent and peaceful elections. You can also visit our website, channel1news.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One TV. This is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned for comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 elections. Follow us for real-time updates and join the conversation using hashtag GhanaPolls2024. I'm Frema Adunyame. Thanks for watching.
Of its second term, where an opposition party led by a former president is seeking to do what has happened in the United States of America, winning political power once more. The political actors are busy. The campaign trail is very busy. Candidates are crisscrossing the nation, selling their messages to the electorate. The Electoral Commission says all is set. But what are the main issues that separate the MPP from the NDC? My guest today used to be the Director of Communications of the NPP, which means he was in charge of strategically communicating and selling the message of the Blue Party. Today, I'm hosting him a few weeks to the elections to ask, is Dr. Bawumia and the NPP really the best party to keep Ghana together and to continue to break the eight? My name is Umaru Sandamado, and you're welcome to Face to Face.
John, mema wakwaba.
Yeah, sir.
Alaji, mema wakwaba.
Yeah.
John, I had a bro, one on them.
I really am a Ghana and Menamo, and Breca Cran Bijano. Tono Antina Masaba.
Alaji, I had a bro.
Yo, Medasi. Moamonim, Tamana, Amawa, which Momiana, Name Bobo and Kakra. As I say, dear, my crowd said, me Pesame Bewarino. Namiko Siesio. Name Mani San Jan and Nasubium, no your crabeshe.
Yo, I was not for, yes, Empire. Yo, I'm a Ghana. What's wrong?
Mean to me, ain't son. Your bread baby, I would have a fair way. I'm an who. There be. Mean to me, beauty. Forward ever, backwards. Never.
John, Okoya would me very fast. I would say, a come, do so. Trap me none of me. Yeah, 3 years such as Yabaya. Come on, your school uncle. And okay, yeah, on my essay.
I say, my sister, be show ball. Sahu machi, 2 o'clock okra. Meko band, the Makwa Iska, Edi Abraham Ghana. Nama Bonigetri, I'm an starting coconut. Hey!
Akunta, you are still incompetent.
2 persons outside the Mamia Bravo, and 2 chachas to say aviator. There be a muscle.
Alaji has also promised us jobs through digitalization. Ejimambe Busu say.
Alaji dear, metene so a ne masɔre emiri bia meka ne abɛsa no otimi tɔ kanea light e woni phone so ema me ba bia wonam bia yo amagana enya me me ware ama ho alaji ni Jones ni wa chusu
no ababa say eye alaji number 1
alaji number 1
Esoro ho.
This election season, Channel One TV is bringing you closer to every vote, every constituency, and every result. Our team will provide in-depth, data-driven analysis to show you